Okay, I'm live. Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Awake Revolution Soul Team. So, kind of quickish-ish. I always say that, but I can't stay that long anyway tonight. But yeah, kind of quickish live stream because I wanted to talk to you about emotions, triggers, things coming up because I was massively triggered this morning. I'll explain in a moment, and I just wanted to share with you sort of how I navigated it and also some of the guidance I received on it, which I feel that a lot of you may benefit from as well, because there's a lot of triggers going on at the moment and things happening in the world, and it might be in your private lives or with people or in any area. Actually, this is such a huge area, so drop me a comment below if you're watching live or on the replay, and let me know if there are any triggers for you at the moment and if you're struggling. But I wanted to get into this just to share kind of the way to do it, because there's a lot of confusions around this, right? So this morning I'll just kind of talk you through, and I'm not going to get into like the world politics or anything. I don't in this group, but this morning I think I was just about to, yeah, get into my morning routines and things, and I have a rule of first couple of hours depending. But the first portion of my day, I tune in, I do my meditations, journaling, all my like practices that fill me up. And I have a rule of not going onto social media and not looking at anything. And today, for some reason, I don't know what happened. I think I just opened Facebook Messenger. I don't know, it's like almost like autopilot. Somebody sent me a link to something happening in Australia, and I just clicked it. I was like, ignored my own rule, clicked it. I started watching this person in Australia talking about some of the stuff unfolding there. And yeah, I just felt like straight away an emotional response. And I just went into absolute stress, annoyance, fear, like just anxiety, and just like real, like proper full on emotions. They were really, really strong. Anyway, so I kind of tuned in. I was like really like overwhelmed with it. I felt very, very triggered by the whole thing. So what I did then is I decided to carry on with my morning routine. So because I had a cup of tea, and the first thing I usually do is like just while I'm drinking my tea, before I even meditate, I just listen to some sort of affirmation type thing, just to kind of let the messages like come in, and just a nice way to start the day, just for 10 minutes. So I was playing these affirmations that I liked, and I was just annoyed. I was just finding myself feeling annoyed, around this thing that I'd tuned into in the world. So I pressed pause and I thought, right, let me just tune in, because I don't feel, sometimes when you feel something, it's really useful to make a conscious choice, shift your vibration and focus on something that's going to fill you up. But there are times when you are feeling the emotions, it pays to actually not do that and to sit with it. So I instinctively felt like, right, I think I better sit with these strong emotions. So I did. So what I like to do is just put my hand on my kind of collarbone, put my hand on my solar plexus, like middle of the sort of stomach, like body. And I just held that and I just breathed and I just allowed myself to feel. And I identified, right, what is this? What am I feeling? And I was like, okay, I'm feeling like all these things. And then suddenly, as I was trying to feel, my mind then came in and started saying, what should you be doing here? Should you be feeling these emotions, or should you shift your vibration the way you need to do? And then my mind was saying, yeah, but you know that feeling emotions is the powerful thing and you need to process them. And then my mind was saying, yeah, but you also know about shifting your vibration and choosing, making choices. So suddenly I got into a complete spin, which is quite rare for me, because usually I just sort of flow with what I feel. For some reason, I just got myself a little bit stuck. So that's when I thought, right, let me just open my channel and just ask for some guidance, because that's interesting. I don't usually get this. So anyway, so I opened the channel, and so I just asked for guidance, and I just said, right, what to be doing here, because I know how to do both. I know, and also I was thinking I could tap on the emotions, because that really helps as well. So which way do I go? So I tuned in, and the message was this. It was like, it isn't about trying to change how you feel. It is just about acknowledging what is coming up for you. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that when you acknowledge it, you have to go full on into it. You can also be choosing the higher vibration as well. So they were saying it's almost like integrating both, will be really helpful. So I wanted to share this with you because it's just another perspective again. And when they explained it to me, I was like, yes, that makes complete sense. It was the reminder that I needed. So I just wanted to share this with you. And this is what it looked like. It was so that what they were saying was, if you're feeling something and the emotional trigger is there, right? And we're all going to feel this about something right now going on in the world, unless you're really tuning out. But most people, you're going to feel it. So when you do, it's just about taking a breath. And like I said, like hand here on the stomach or solar plexus, just breathe. And the first thing is just to kind of name the feeling. So what I did was, right, I'm going to breathe. What is going on with this thing that I've tuned in Australia? What is it? And I was like, okay, I'm angry that they're even trying this. I feel fear because my mind's going, what if this is rolling out everywhere? I felt helpless because I thought I just wanted to do something and I don't have the power to do anything. So I was feeling all these mix. I felt sad as well, like this is what's happening right now to some people. Anyway, so I was feeling them, feeling them, feeling them. And I was just breathing. So just through your breath, you can just allow yourself to just feel strong emotions. You're absolutely allowed. There's nothing like negative or wrong. And what most people do is they make emotions wrong. And I know that a lot of people feel that to be in the high vibration that we're talking about so much at the moment, it's requiring you to not feel. And that I just want to make sure that you know that, because that's one, it's really impossible to do that. And you're going to have days like even I do. Like I'm pretty optimistic and uplifted most of the time. I really am. But there are still some times and there's some days and some triggers, like this morning, where suddenly I go into my human self and I really feel the feelings, right? I really allow myself. So breathing and feeling. And then at the same time, what the guidance was as well, and I was remembering as they were telling me, was feel this, but at the same time, recognize that these are emotions. It is not you. You are not your emotions. You do not become the emotions. And the analogy that they shared with me, which I loved, was if it's raining outside, right? You may prefer the sun, but if it's raining outside, you acknowledge, don't you, that it's raining outside. You might even go outside in the rain and get rained on, and your clothes get a bit wet, but that doesn't affect who you are as a person. It doesn't affect your vibrational alignment or your soul's path or your or what you came here to do. You just got in the rain, you don't particularly like it maybe, and you got wet, but you are not the rain. You just walked in the rain. And I love that analogy because it just reminded us, right? It reminds you of, you are not your emotions. You're not anger. You can be angry. You can have the emotion of anger, sadness, despair, anxiety, rage, all the things. So it's just as you're breathing and feeling and naming the emotions, it's reminding yourself that these are the emotions. So what you can do is literally name them, and you can say, okay, this is the emotion of anger. I can feel anger, sadness, despair, whatever. And then this is where we want to bring in the soul remembrance. So what I did was I kind of just breathed. I reminded myself, this is how I feel. I did a little bit of tapping, so EFT tapping. So for those of you that don't know, I've got some stuff in the, you go up to the page pinned at the top with all the links to all the live streams. You'll find a couple in there where I do some sessions on EFT, if you want to check that out. But basically I just tapped along the collarbone and I just breathed. I just let myself breathe. And I like to do like under the eye sometimes, above the eye, on the head, all these different points. And I just tap, 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 tap. I just held my collarbone. I breathed. I felt it. I allowed it to move. And then I reminded myself, okay, these are the emotions. These are not me. These are just the emotions I'm holding in my body. And then bring in the soul remembrance. And this is where it gets really powerful if you can tune into this. And it was just a reminder to myself that yes, even though I'm feeling these human emotions, I don't like what I'm seeing in parts of the world right now. I take a strong stand on certain things for humanity, so I'm going to feel triggered. However, what does my soul feel about it? Does my soul have any reason to feel fear or worry about what's going to happen? Not really, no. Does your soul doubt that you're going to be okay? No. And if you feel like you do, just recognize that is your mind and your beliefs and your thoughts. Nothing wrong with it, but just acknowledge that those are just the thoughts. It is not you on a deep soul level. When you start to tune into your absolute soul remembrance, your soul knowing, you're going to know, you're going to ask yourself, is my soul in doubt that I'm going to be okay? No. because your soul is eternal. Your soul knows whatever the hell happens in this lifetime. You're all is well. So not to gloss over the feelings, but we're doing two things. We're acknowledging the feeling, breathing through it. We're really allowing ourselves to feel whatever we damn well feel in this moment, in this time, knowing it will pass. It's like a wave. It comes in, it goes out. And at the same time, we don't need to feel and then get stuck in the story and the what ifs and oh my God, what if this happens? Because that's just the mind. That is nothing to do with the soul. Okay. And then the other thing was the Acturians they were sharing with me, because I was asking them about emotions. And I was saying this is one of the big pieces, right, on Earth with how we are as humans. We really feel things. We're very highly emotional creatures, even the ones that repress feelings, because we're repressing feelings because we are so emotional. And they were saying yes, and what it is, it's an invitation right now for all of us to really start to, they're not saying control, never control your emotions, but to master one's emotions. And what they mean by mastering those strong emotions is that they shared, which kind of surprised me a little bit, they were saying that the Arcturians, who are higher dimensional beings, they're very emotional. And they were saying that they are very emotional beings. They feel things very deeply because their hearts are so open. They have absolute love for humanity. So they're not emotional. They are very emotional, feeling, loving beings. But the difference is that they don't get ruled by their emotions the way that humans do. So we are still in the process of really learning, one, how not to ignore our emotions, two, how to feel them, but also three, not just feel them and then get sucked down into them, feel them and understand that we are not them. We are just it is just like we're hot, we're cold, we're sad, we're angry, we're getting rained on, we're getting sun on us, whatever's happening is just happening. It isn't us. It isn't our natures. Our true soul essence is our soul essence. So they don't get caught in this, and we're still learning. So it was such a great lesson, and I wanted to share it with you. So just a few kind of takeaways is really, you're not required to be high vibe and happy all the time. You know, if you keep trying that, you're going to be exhausted. So on the days and the moments when you have those strong emotional responses, it's okay. We all have them. We all have them. So just honor them, breathe them, name them, just understand, allow yourself to understand them and just almost feel them, but at the same time remember that you are not your emotions. They just come and they go. Breathe through them, and you'll find if you actually sit and breathe with them, which is very uncomfortable when you've never done it before, but if you can do it, if you can sit and breathe, even tapping will help that, you will find that they move. And what happened to me this morning was that I just went into that, yeah, my soul has not worried about any of this. That's just my human mind going into all the stories and what ifs and all of the things. And I'm going to bring myself back to my truth, my remembrance that we're here on this journey. We're going to move through it. We don't have to know every single step of the way. And it's okay to feel this. Part of actually raising your vibration is to allow yourself to feel. It's the myth. We think if we don't go into any of those feelings, we'll stay up. But actually, it's a lot harder to stay up because we've got all these unresolved feelings. All right. So just full permission right now to feel what you feel. Go through whatever you're going through. Drop me a comment below if this resonated with you, how this resonated with you. And if you have any questions around this area, yeah, I'm here to help. Okay, so let me know how you're doing, and also just, yeah, say hello if you're watching the replay. Let me know how you're feeling. And quick note, because I shared a post in here just earlier tonight. I was very excited because I've loved doing the channeled messages for you recently. I really loved it, so I thought I'm going to bring this service into my business, because not everybody wants like a 7-week program or a long kind of 6-week thing that I'm doing, all the different ways I work. Sometimes you just want a quick shot of channeled information to help you go on your merry way. So I've opened up laser focused channeled sessions. They're 20 minutes. Don't underestimate them because they're very powerful. You can get a lot of information from my divine team through 20 minutes, like really, really deep. So I'll put the link in here, but you can check out the post. I'm very excited. Oh, and there's reduced offer on the price of them if you book by Sunday, and then the price will just be the normal price from Monday. So a couple of people are already booked, which I'm very excited about. But let me put I'll put that link in. Yeah, I think that's in. Yeah, so check that out, because you can book any time, but if you book by on or before Sunday, this Sunday, yeah, it's instead of $111, it's $65. That's about £47 roughly UK. Yes, so let me know if you can just book that if you're interested. Sam, I always say you need to feel it to heal it. Yes, that's the saying, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. I'm so on board with that. You've got to feel it, and it's what I think a lot of people right now are. It's well intentioned, but it's like I've seen a lot of people feel that, especially because we're wanting to go through this ascension process and, you know, move with the earth and all of this amazing stuff. But people are feeling that they can't go into anger or sadness because it's low vibration. No, it's just an emotion. It isn't low vibration. Obviously, if you're living there and only there all the time, yes, your vibration is lower, and you've just got some inner work to do to help yourself come out of that. But that's part of the journey, and we've all been there. But it's really, it's feeling it to heal it, release it, transmute it, move through it, whatever it is. So I just really strong messages. Don't be afraid of the strong emotional responses. And I wanted to share that I had one this morning. So, you know, I'm not immune to it either. So we all have it. I was really massively triggered, like massively. But I didn't stay there. Why? Because I just let myself feel. I guarantee you, if I had just pretended it, I just put it over there, which I could have done. That's how I used to live. Shoved it over there. It would have come back and bit me again. I would have probably just kept being triggered by it this afternoon, but it really wasn't. It's like, okay, I can see it. I don't like it. I felt the feelings. Moving on, right? Allow things to unfold. So don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of the strong emotions. Absolutely fine. And if you want some assistance on any of this, or pretty much anything right now, the channeled guidance, the laser focus channel sessions can assist you on lots of different things, all sorts of, I mean, have a little read of the page, but yeah, all different things. If you just want like a quick boost to just help you get unstuck, move forward, take the action that you need, understand something, get some guidance, whatever it is, it's going to be quick, it's going to be very powerful, very focused. You'll get a lot of information in that 20 minutes, very, very high level guidance, very much. And you'll get it recorded as well. We'll probably record the session so you can replay it. All right, so that's it for tonight. Yes, and have a lovely. Oh yes, Lisa. Yes, you have booked. Yes, I saw the notification. I was really happy. I was like, yes, we get to talk. I am very excited. Yeah, that's coming up soon. So we shall just dive in, and we'll just get all the info we can fit in 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. So thank you for booking, and we will speak very soon. Yes, and love to all of you. All right, so yes, have a great what are we, Thursday? Yeah, have a great rest of the evening. It's late here now, so I'm going to chill out. But yes, feel your emotions, people. Feel them, allow them. You know, get in the bath if you need to, have a good cry if you need to, have a good rant, journaling session, whatever you need. Just allow yourself. And just a quick note, if you do want to learn about tapping, you don't know what it is, yeah, go to the post at the top, because you'll have to read through what they are. But I've done 2 sessions up there to do with tapping for anxiety and stress and some other things. I did them last year, so they're still there. So check those out, because if you EFT tapping is an amazing resource to just allow the energies to move. All right, so there's lots of ways to do it. Okay, so lots of love to all of you. Speak to you soon, Lisa. And yes, I'll be in here. Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays from now on in here, but I'll be popping into the group with posts and things anyway. All right, so I'll talk to you soon. Have a good rest of the day.